Alright, hey guys, Little Ferret here, and welcome back to another Manga First Take or Manga First Impressions. And today we're going to be taking a short look at Anonymous Noise, the new Shojo beat manga released by Viz Media. So, we'll get into this volume, won't spoil it too much, just talk a little bit about my general feelings on the volume and what I thought about it. Okay, so here we have the first volume of Anonymous Noise. I'm not gonna lie, if you did watch my manga haul video and the video in which I got this volume for the first time, I hadn't read it yet, and I even said in that video, I wasn't sure if I was going to like this, just because Shojo can be hit and miss for me for some parts of it. There are a lot of shoujo I really like My Love Story, and even just some other ones that, you know, I know My Love Story is kind of geared a bit more towards guys being able to enjoy it more, but there are several, just like, you know, My High School Debut. There's some shoujo that I really enjoy reading. So Anonymous Noise is an interesting story, because it's basically, there's my first basically, is about a girl that she has a childhood friend, and they both seem to have something going on with their life. They're pretty young at this point in the story, and they sing together, and this is kind of what, like, brings them together. That was a bit redundant, but it's how they cope with the things they're going through, and they kind of start, as they get older, they maybe even start to develop feelings for each other a little bit, or at least the girl does, as would happen, you know, in the shoujo manga. But lo and behold, without me spoiling too much, events happen, and they aren't necessarily together anymore, and the girl doesn't know what to do. And then you have entered in the next boy, which is where stories like this can lose me sometimes. And so she meets another boy, and this boy likes to write music, and obviously she likes to sing music, and so she's able to find her voice again singing his music. But events happen, and he disappears as well, and then you kind of flash forward to when she's older again, and, you know, she's still wearing this mask, because she puts the mask on because she can't find her voice, and she feels like without it on, all she's going to do is just scream. And so you pretty much end up down the road. And in some retrospects, these characters that she used to be so important to her and help her find her voice start to come back into her life. And they don't necessarily want her back in their lives either, at least they don't think so. And so it's a story like this that kind of puts me on edge sometimes with shoujo manga, because I don't always know how to feel, because I don't want to have, like, right at the beginning, two male characters are introduced, and you know that there's going to be a love conflict. If sometimes you have built up stories where the love conflict is, like, it's genuine, and I'm not saying this love conflict isn't genuine, but it feels almost forced to the point where it's like, boom, we're gonna have this guy, that guy's gonna leave, boom, we're gonna have this guy, that guy's gonna leave, then they're both gonna come back, and boom, love triangle. And so, that being said, I liked Anonymous Noise a lot because it does feel different than a lot of other shoujo manga I've read, in the respect that it seems to me like we have a very strong female character, and I love the tie-in with music. The story really is tied very strongly to singing and music, and obviously it's called Anonymous Noise, and I think that theme is going to continue heavily, which I like, because that's just a theme that interests me personally, and I think that's going to be interesting. But it's going to be interesting to see where this story goes, because I don't want this just to be a constant love triangle, broken hearts, because that's not necessarily my thing personally, and that doesn't mean it's bad. If you love triangles and, you know, conflicts, and probably what's going to end up happening is like two guys and one girl, or it looks like it's even going to grow bigger than that. It looks like there's going to be another girl and more guys and blah blah blah. If you like that in shoujo and you like music, you'll love this series. But I'm interested to see where this goes, because I don't want this just to be a constant, she doesn't understand his feelings and he loves her but he doesn't say it, and then this guy loves her too and he's going to be the guy in the picture, and I don't know. So that's kind of my first feelings on Anonymous Noise. I did like it, but I'm nervous to see where it goes. I don't want it to just become this trope of a guy, a girl, and two guys, love triangle. We spend the whole series with miscommunications and lies and, you know, broken hearts, because that's not always what I want. I'm hoping there's more to it than that. And from what I've heard about Anonymous Noise, I think there might be. So I'm definitely still going to keep reading it and see where this one goes. But anyway, guys, that has been just my kind of first take, first impression of Anonymous Noise. If you did like it, please leave a like on this video. And comment in the comments below if you've read it or if you think you might pick it up. Anyway, guys, I've been Fiddle Ferret, and I will see you back on the prowl next time.